Hi guys, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be unboxing a new Godtear champion that I managed to get for quite cheap, and I can't wait to try. Is Rattlebone, the Prophet of the Ascending Past and Hexlings. So these look really cool. I'm going to unbox it and see what the cards are like and go through it and just see what I think impressions wise are like straight away before we play. And then hopefully I'll be able to get some more information out there in the future once I've actually tried him. But he looks awesome. If you like this type of video and you want to see more, please leave a comment in the comment section. Leave a like on the video, it really helps. And if you could really do me a favour and subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to 200 before the end of the year. We're at about 182-ish. So only 18 more to go, and we've got about 6 months, maybe 5 months to do it. So plan is to be between 200 and 250 by the end of the year, which would be awesome. Especially because I haven't been pushing enough really. So please consider doing that. Thanks. Let's get this one opened. Okay, so this is what the front of the box looks like. As you can see, he's got quite a cool miniature. He's not the tallest, but he's got really cool horns and looks kind of orcish. I think he is an orc maybe. He's got Prophet of the Ascended Past. These very weird looking creatures and things. I think that must be his banner, but I'm not 100% sure which one is. A lot of them look really weird, like underworldly creatures. As you can see from the side of the box here, they're all a little bit different. They're a bit random, very kind of strange, very creepy, things of nightmares. So that's kind of what drew me to it. I quite like that style. I like the odd characters. I like the ones with a bit of uniqueness. I'm not all for the human characters personally, but I know some people are. But this game offers a great deal of variation, and this character is on the back described as being the most feared shaman of the people. Rattlebone is reputation allows her to safe passage even the most troublesome of her kin, and she's visited by visions and portents. You can't see there because it's just gotten in the way. And so she's visited by visions and portents. The prophets of the ascended past communes with her Godtears, understanding that champions are mere puppets to them, just as the hexlings are to her. So speak of dire omens. This set includes Rattlebone, 5 hexlings, Rattlebone's banner, and the profile card. So this looks like it's her banner, which is really cool. And you could quite easily mistake for one of these things, I think. But yeah, really funky. Each mini looks different and completely different. Let's open these up and have a look at what they are like. Oh, this is still on as well. So first off, I kind of want to look at this guy. I don't really know what it's meant to be, but it looks kind of like a weird little creature who's also kind of what looks a bit like the end of a guitar on their face. Very bizarre, really like short hooked hands, very creepy. This appears to be the banner. It's like a skeleton with things coming out of it. Only part of the skeleton ripped off from the spine and put on a post. Very gruesome, but actually really cool. Very unique. Here's another one of her creatures. I'm assuming it's a hare, I'm not sure, it might be a he. It's got a really weird kind of Amazonian face mask thing on. And some axes in hand, it looks like, maybe. Or axes attached to the hands. Very cool. Then there's this gangly looking demon of nightmares, it looks like. Oh, it's not really showing very well on the camera, but got super long legs and looks really creepy. And you're looking at the face, and then kind of bindings over the eyes. And then the other ones here, this guy just looks awesome. Another great set of minis. I don't really know how they get the ideas for these. There's so many different types in Godtear now, and there's so many unique ones. And there's a new fairy coming out that looks really cool as well soon. And again, another kind of another mask, kind of a old school wooden mask. It looks a bit like either the mask out of the film The Mask with Jim Carrey, or the mask from what's it called? Crash Bandicoot's main enemy. And then this is the main guy. She looks really gruesome. I think actually in the mini she looks beefier than she does in the pictures on the box. Her shoulders are wider, face is looking angry. I think this would be awesome painted. It's got loads of little details. It's got belt bits. It's got a kind of dress at the front. These claw hook things on the hands, a bit like the Predator kind of model has in the Predator films. And really long hair down the back. Really great model, really cool. For anyone wanting to paint these, this would be amazing. I would like to paint it myself. My painting skills aren't brilliant, so I might wait until I've got a bit more practice in a few years. But yeah, that's what everything she comes with. So let's check out her cards and abilities and discuss how strong we think she's going to be. So on the front we can see that Rattlebone's card there is that she's got a hex power when you're on choosing 1 blight for each hexling within range. Each enemy champion within range gains those blights, so they're the negative boons, I guess, for this. You've got a Shaper champion. The Shaper moves a token +1 step whenever they make a claim action. So anytime you put down your banner, you get extra movement with the green characters. And her power there, which is her main power. So as you can see, that's the one-off power, the power hex. So you choose 1 blight for each hexling within range, which is 2 spaces, and then each enemy champion within range gains those blights as well. So you're giving boons out all across the board. Sounds quite hard to make sure you're in the right space to do that, but if you've got someone with movement that can get you there, maybe you can wreck a whole section of the map and give boons out everywhere. Blight. I'll have to look up how that fully works. Rattlebone themselves has got the main powers in planning phase first. Remove any number of hexlings from the battlefield, then place them on hexes within 2 hexes of Rattlebone. So that gets them in space for maybe her special ultimate attack. In Grasping Curse, you hit the target with either a negative to movement or a negative to dodge, which is good. And then in the battle phase, we have Cursed Ground, which places up to 2 hexes on an empty non-objective hexes within the range and remove them at the end of the clash phase. So you can place some objective hexes down, which sounds really good. And you've also got the Deadly Curse as well. You can add negative boons to accuracy and attack dice being rolled. So she's a good debuffer. That seems to be her main power, debuffing everyone else. The door keeps swinging open. And then her hexlings. In the planning phase, you've got Attune the magic, which gains the boon of your choice. And then Hexbolt is the next one down. Okay, just close the door. Hexbolt says the target gains the blight of your choice. Camera's not focusing because it's being annoying. And then you've got Hex Eaters. When Rattlebone rolls a blank on her roll, the bones roll. On her roll, the bones roll. The hexlings may gain the boon of your choice. So they're getting negatives and positives and giving out. Well, getting positives and giving out negatives. And then in the attack phase, you've got Purge Magic, which is within 2 hexes. Move all boons and blights from the hexlings to a friendly model within range. So if you can stack them up with negatives and then give them to someone else, that would be good. But obviously you don't want to give them your positives either. Got a Hexbolt attack, which was in 2 range. You get 2, 4 or 6 accuracy. And the hit effect is the target gains the blight of your choice, so any negative. And then when Rattlebone rolls a blank or on the roll bones, the hexling may gain the boon of your choice. So they can get positives and they can also be given negatives, and then they can be transferred to anyone within 2 hexes of them. So really she's all about buffing, debuffing, getting negatives onto other characters and then getting some boons onto yourself. So mainly she's going to give out the buffs and the negatives. So I think she seems quite cool. I'm not sure how strong she seems. Her attacks seem quite weak. If you're all about trying to debuff someone and you've got strong attackers already and you want someone that's going to give you that edge on the battlefield, she might be a really good mix. I think you most probably need a heavy hitter with her and someone that can add extra movement as well. So I wouldn't suggest maybe Grimgut because he's quite slow and got no movement, but maybe if you had someone else who could give you movement with Grimgut as well, that might be good. Skullbreaker might be good for all the damage. Again, you would need a movement player or champion to help you with that. So I think Rattlebone is really cool, but I think I'm thinking she's most probably going to be the lower half of middle tier, but I've not tried her. So, you know, sometimes you think that, and then when you play them, they're completely different. She might be brilliant. She might completely mess up the other team, which is what her main game looks like. So she's going to try and move these guys around and get negatives on everyone else on the other side to try and block them from doing what they want to do. So she might be really strong, but for now, in my mind, I think she's maybe mid to mid lower tier. But let's see what she plays like. Thanks for watching the video. That was Rattlebone. Now she looks really cool. A lot of debuffing, like I said. If you want to see more Godtear content, please let me know in the comments. I'm trying to get some more games played, but it's only a 2-player game, so I need to try and do that with someone else. I've been playing a little bit online with some people, so I'll be trying to play it more in real life. Don't know, I've got more champions and more things to play with. And hit me up with a subscribe if you really like the video. It would really be appreciated, and it really helps. So we're trying to get to 200 by the end of the year. Thanks for watching the video. See you on the next one, guys.